bad.
Glad you were in
Say something, Jonathan. What do you think?
Bonnie's my girlfriend.
She is.
She is.
What do you think, Bonnie?
It's fun. Can I go down and play?
Can you get it that close?
Sure.
I get to shoot first. Oh, dang. I can't make it. No. Oh, God. I'm trying to get it. I'm moving it. I'm winning. Dad, I'm winning.
Come on, you better stop. You better stop.
This sure looks like a group here.
Sizzling. Come on. Does that give you a clue?
I've got 10 speed. Really?
Go for me off. Jeez.
Hey, how's that?
Well, that's good direct question. We've got the sound going here for us. Well, I want to tell everybody right now that I'm still married, but it may be the last time you see me still married.
Tom, it's 5 hours late coming back. 5 hours.
A long time. Come here, you little Pollock. Come here, buddy.
He turned around when he said that.
Don't throw him up
Look,
in
we
the air.
got
He
the
doesn't
camera
like
here.
that.
No. I know.
Okay. Julie Bean, it's your honor to have the first game of the annual Mother's Day 1979. Would you explain what you've set up here for the crowd? We expect a big crowd today. Let us know what you're going to do. Explain the situation, throwing the ball back and forth. Julie Lane.
Richard, first of all, take it in your hand. You try and put it right through the middle of that tire.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Let us know about the game.
Okay, for the first throw, it is 5 points if you get it in the tire. Second throw would be 3 points. The last one is only 1 point.
So the object, the big one is the first one to
Practice
get in.
throw.
Yes.
Okay, go ahead.
Practice throw.
Go ahead and show us what we got. And that's worth 5 points.
And that is worth
Very
5
good.
points.
Jonathan, would you want to grab that ball for us?
Dad, what are you going to be doing today?
Well, as a matter of fact, John, I'm in charge of the Jarts committee. And my team's probably going to win. I'm also in charge of keeping the beer cold and making sure the kids have a lot of fun.
Over now. Now, Betty, go on, explain the rules.
The rules of the kite flying contest are: the first one to keep their kite up at least 10 minutes wins a prize. The person who gets their kite up the highest wins a prize.
Camera's over here, Bob. Talk to the right.
Anyway, is everybody ready?
Bang! Julie, you're behind. You're in last place.
Wait till she gets it up, though.
You're in last place.
I go there.
Well, I see I'm going to have to help you.
Let me tie a string to you and we'll fly you.
No.
Oh, there goes Julie's kite.
Doesn't matter where
Julie
you fly.
just went to first place. Oh, crash.
Whoa. What he's thinking. You gotta get up on the roof. Is that legal?
I'm going down.
I'm finished.
Interference.
Unless that kite goes up by itself, it's not going up.
Okay, here comes.
Come on, kite.
Everybody talk.
Get up there, you fool. Come on, you're doing it. Come on, string two. Oh, get up there.
yes!
Get up there, baby. Julie, you did it again.
No,
Oh,
you did
Julie.
it, Jack.
You're gonna force me to stop for beer. Turn.
It's gonna go down pretty soon. Yep. I mean, it's gonna go down pretty soon.
Oh, Julie, playing my all my string on you.
It's gonna go down pretty soon.
Julie. Julie might have it up.
Come on, Jewel.
It's just like shooting ducks.
My string's over here. It's stuck. Good boy, Jimmy.
How long have you had it up?
Get a prize for the most string out. We got the highest kite up there. Oh, spoke too soon. Get back up. Look at the slack in my rope. Hey, Virginia! My slack's gonna go to the trees. No, don't do that. Okay, John, I'm getting near the end of my rope. Well, I'm out a total of 500. I'm out of string. It's a roll off of one string that she ran out of. And she tied the new string to. I'm not an expert kite flying yet. John's kite was up there. A little higher, but they're getting there. Jimmy's is out there almost the same distance, I'd say.
I just said to him, if I sit down, will you help me get up? And he said, maybe. I said, well, that's not good enough.
I question the integrity of the referee.
I ain't questioning the sobriety of the referee.
Did we get one? Yeah.
Yep.
What score? 14-5. 14-5.
Nope.
It's not gonna take much to get a point.
Okay, Dick, tell us a little bit about this contest so far.
This is Dick Lane. He is not real pleased with the judging in this.
Who is the judge?
Bob Lane, the guy with that cancer stick hanging out of his mouth, influencing his son to smoke.
Virginia, there's Bob.
Oh!
What they got?
There it is.
Up, not quite.
This guy should be replaced immediately. Go away, Vilas. 18-8. Ringer does it, huh?
Who's favorite?
The old guys.
Will everybody please use the, Did you get that?
Just take it a little.
All right. We need a call on that. Oh.
Oh, is that out? That hit the...
You're on film.
This is my real one?
Long distance isn't my special.
Oh no. It's a nice high one, but it's
Coming
going to
back.
come down. Oh, boy. Now I'm going to throw one over. Short. I think I blew that one.
Somewhat of an unorthodox form which caused the frisbee to go down immediately.
Boo! Just a terrible throw. Van Cleef's is safe for another year. Terrible.
What are we going to do now?
When two people are tied in frisbee for the lead and they go for the championship, it's called a throw up.
And who are they?
Jim and Julie are going to throw up now.
Okay.
Got the roll?
Oh my Lord, look at that thing! Holy smokes! What a terrible throw. It's important that the lips move at the same,
Did that come
Same
back
speed?
down? No, it's out
no,
of play.
improper lip action on that. Last chance for Julie. She throws it. It glides. But not enough. Jim's the winner. Julie's the loser.
Nicole.
Jim, you're the winner?
Look at Grandpa.
Jim's the winner.
We
Yeah,
want
a few
speech,
words to say.
speech.
Well, yes, I've got this unorthodox style that no one else can master except me. It's the only reason that I can come on.
Talk to Grandpa.
Hey, Dylan. What did you just do? You bring the prizes out?
Yeah.
That's nice.
What are you drinking?
How about 25? What?
The winners of the jarts. They get the big prizes because it was such a difficult game. You won,
Matches.
and
Big
you
prizes?
won.
Thank you, Kruger Ranch. Thank you, thank you.
Of the badminton contest.
Say it.
Dick and Virginia.
Virginia, could you
Thanks,
face
Jim.
me?
Afterwards. What's that? That's the nicest present here.
And Dick?
She's not even Elaine.
Oh, God.
Quick word, Bob.
I'm glad I didn't use all my talents so that I didn't have to take all the prizes.
Now, it's April 12th, 1979, and this is the scene that greeted us as we woke up this morning. We had some very, very high winds last night that were terrifying to some members of the family. There's other damage here, and I'm going to show you some total unbelievable damage in the East Bay area. This is a little house that on our property that Billy used to go down to when he was 14 and drink beer and smoke cigarettes. And as you can see, the roof has been blown right off, and it's lying up in the orchard about 300 or 400 feet from here. Now here's the roof of the house, just lying there. It's a good 200 or 300 feet from there. So we knew there had been some damage from this storm the night before. So we're going to go in East Shore Drive, and then we'll show you something else. Up the road from us a ways, there's Bill Rasmussen. It's the house next to Bill Rasmussen. The wind came out of the east across the bay, and as we go south here, we'll see more. And here's more. You can imagine the strength of the wind that uproots these big, tall trees. In here, we're not hit at all. See, no damage at all to any of these. We're in the Bay East area, but as we go up a little bit, we're going to see more. Traumatic. Now, again, in here, we don't see any damage anyplace on the water's edge or across. We just passed by Bay East. This is McKinley Road on East Shore Drive, and as you can see, there's no damage in here at all. It was a very spotty thing. It came in, went out, hit fast. This is what the wind coming out of the east did to the ice. This is in front of where Jim and Katie used to live. 2 doors from Bob and Mary Jean Bricks. Bricks lost a lot of trees around their house, big, large trees, but fortunately none of them hit the house. Here is Bricks.
Well, I came out here last night with my axe and just thought there's a few trees that needed to be taken down.
Yeah, what time?
It was about 4 o'clock. Everyone I talked to in the area, everyone woke up at 4 o'clock just about the same time.
What kind of a noise? Was it a real loud noise?
Well, I was woken up by my little sister crying, but there's like rocks hitting the windows from our roof. It was just like a really loud wind, a howl, like. It was really scary. They said that the winds were only 70 miles an hour, but I would guess closer to 90.
That was Terry Brick, and fortunately they didn't have that much damage. They lost a lot of trees, but no real damage. We're going into the Agosa area, which is the hardest hit of all. We'll see these in just a minute. Now this is on Chippewa, just beyond Bricks. Chippewa on East Bay Shore. A lot of trees down, and we're going to go into Agosa. Now they say this was just a windstorm, but it's hard to believe when you see the damage that's been created by that wind last night. We had a tornado up here out at Cedar Run Road about 20 years ago, and I remember it was a tornado, and it looked just like this. It's hard to believe this is just a windstorm. This house that's almost buried here belongs to a Mrs. Abbott. She doesn't live here in the wintertime. She lives down in Florida. We've been trying to get a hold of her all morning. We don't know how much of that house is going to be left. Now this is Bob Bradford's house. I just talked to him earlier. They estimate his damage to be about $15,000, and it seems to me that's conservative. The garage back there is smashed in. This is the old Hoffmaster house. It's now lived in by Bob Johnson. Had considerable damage. The garage is ruined. It's just amazing that all of these glass windows in the front were not just blown out by this hurricane-like force, but they weren't. The house next door, which we'll go over to, is where Tink Wildman lives, and I think that's got the most damage of all. All of this wood that you see standing around here has been chopped in the last few hours. It's all from these big 80, 90-foot trees that fell. And one of them fell through the roof of the Wildman house. We'll take another angle shot of it from the other side. Now you can see the hole in the roof up there, and there is the largest tree stump that I've seen. This is the Wildman house, and I don't know how much damage they had, but it's substantial, as you can see. This again is Dr. Johnson's house. The amazing thing is that nobody was hurt in all of this, at least nobody that we've heard about on the radio. Many, many people are out of power because many of these trees fell across power lines. I think I heard that over 750 homes were without power as of 1 o'clock this afternoon. This is Bob Bradford's house. We had a picture of the other side of it before, and I had talked to Bob earlier. He was describing last night as they remembered it. It was a night not to be a night not to be forgotten. As you can see, lines are down here. This house across from Bob Bradford is an old woman, Mrs. Cox, and he sort of looks after her. He woke her up at 9:30 this morning to see if she was all right, and she had slept through the whole thing, if you can believe that. Here's another view of the Abbott house that I showed you earlier. Hard to see how much damage. From the front, it looks like the whole thing is just buried, but it may not be that bad. They won't know until they start cutting those big pines into pieces and take the pressure off the roof, but sure is bad. I've turned around 180 degrees from where I just took that last picture, and this is what you see looking up towards Munson. Nothing, no damage. And as you drive through most of town, there's no damage whatsoever. As you drive out Peninsula Drive, there's not even a shrub or a brush down. It was all pocketed in here on the east side of the peninsula, and the worst part of it was down on the end of East Bay, the southern end. I don't know who lives here, but their entrance is certainly blocked off. Actually, they came very close here. Looks like everything stopped short of the house. As you can see, all the trees have fallen to the south. The wind came out of the northeast down at this end of the bay up our way. It came straight out of the east, but down here it was out of the northeast. It was a savage, savage windstorm. And
Bob Lane, I'm the Easter Bunny in disguise, and I really miss not having my brothers here. I hope the fridge is full of beer.
Yes. Jack is going to be here. He has a few choice things to say.
Jack always has choice things to say. Unfortunately, he gets them out of the garbage can, so.
All right, what's Jonathan doing?
Jonathan, it's your turn.
Jonathan, what are you
Look at
doing?
the camera. What do you say?
Hello.
You enjoying Easter?
What are you doing?
Yes.
Did you get an Easter egg?
Tell them what
Yes.
you want for Easter.
Where are they?
Chocolate bunny, dog,
And what are these things right here?
eggs,
And what are you going to get for me? A hockey?
jacket, a hockey jacket.
I see.
And what about your sister?
She got an Easter bunny.
Let's get a look at Jennifer.
Can you put the mic down by her mouth, John?
Sure.
John?
Jonathan, go
put
put
that
the
mic
microphone
down by
Come
her
on
down.
over so you can see her face here.
Thanks.
Ooh. Back up, Jonathan.
Jennifer, Jennifer.
Where's son.
No, don't eat it.
No, there's a special switch here.
Don't
Here,
eat
now
it.
you talking it.
You gotta say something, Karen.
Happy Easter. Jennifer, can you say something? They eat it, don't you? What is it? What is it? What is it?
Jennifer.
Where's Dad?
Yeah. Can you smile for Dad? Can you smile?
Oh, you're cute. Well, here we all are assembled, and Julie's going to say a little word because she's playing a game with Jonathan. I've got to go down and get Janice, and let's see. Jack is coming, and Katie and Jim and Dylan are.
I think that's it.
You're gonna go get it? Here's Jennifer's spoon, so don't forget this, okay?
It's up there.
Back up, I'm gonna
It's up there. It's up there.
Go have fun. Go have fun. Find the eggs, Dylan.
Hi.
I'm looking for an egg.
How many eggs have you
10.
Yes. And there's one left?
You want a margarita?
Mm-hmm.
No, thanks.
You want one, Karen?
Tell Dylan where it is.
Dylan knows where it is. I think Dylan thinks it's in the fireplace. Dylan knows where it is. Where is it? Where is it, Dylan? I don't know how I find it. Is it in the fireplace?
In the air. Right in the air. Behind that picture.
Who found it?
Dylan.
Dylan, can you say something?
I need these.
You need that.
Dylan, where was the egg?
I need these.
What do you need them for?
Girls, I need them.
What are they?
Donnie.
Oh, you don't eat candy, do you?
Candy against the law. What does candy do to your teeth?
What does candy do to your teeth?